to Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney Trilogy, and the final case of the first game, the bonus case that wasn't on the, what did Ash say? GBA version, I think? I think so. Or the, oh, it was the Japanese only release. So this isn't really that much of a bonus case. But yeah, hi, welcome. Here we are, ready to go. Since there's gonna be a lot of talking, I'm gonna start straight away. I might need to cut this case into 2 streams, since Ash also said that it's the longest case out of all the cases in all the main series games, or something like that. I don't entirely 100% remember. But, here we go. Yes. Sorry, my phone blinked. It always distracts me when it does. Okay. My green screen is very unhappy today as well. Is it 2 deaths in 2 separate places? Did I misunderstand that? Maybe it's because I'm wearing blue. I'm gonna go change my shirt once the cutscene's over. I don't want to miss anything. Phoenix. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m., Wright and Co. law offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? I don't know, but I'm gonna go change my shirt now, just in case that's what's mucking the green screen. I will be right back. Hang on, I'm not gonna do an ad, just be back in 30 seconds. Hi Ash, welcome. I was wearing blue and the green screen was in a mood. I deducted that the 2 might be related, so I went and changed my shirt. This is still blue, but it's a lot darker. It looks funny here still. There's stuff behind my green screen. I think it's not getting enough light. Oh well. If worst comes to worst, I'll just turn off the camera. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Huh? Huh? Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Have you been living under a rock? She's been dead for like 6 months. You're not Mia Fey, are you? No. No, I don't look like a Mia, do I? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! Yes, we even changed the names and the signs. You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Sorry, my things are itching. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. No means no. Maya? Could it be? No, it's not Maya. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Are you a Ghostbuster? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Yeah. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Aside from standing in my office annoying me? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Is that gonna be her catchline? Great, another future professional in training. That makes it sound like she's a prostitute. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Legally you are. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? She's gonna annoy the hell out of me. Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Yes, legally and scientifically, 16 is still a child. Because biology is a science. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention hall and talk to her sister. Sorry. Oh, you know all this talking makes me yawn. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years behind her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia as I never ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Huh? Well, Actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family. What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, sorry. So, detention center. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard? I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want a race this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Well, look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? What is it with these people? If you work in this industry, you should know better. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Okay, I'm gonna put on another layer. Sorry. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? If it's wrong, I don't want it to be right. Right? Haha. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Well, that's you. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. What is it with them and these speedy trials? That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classic. I was arrested on the spot. Yes. Caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. Not Gumshoe. Please tell me it's not Gumshoe. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. It can't be Gumshoe. I'm pretty sure I remember him from the next game. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. But you still didn't say who the victim was. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do their job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. I'm still cold. I'll warm up in it. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? Of course, I forgot to turn off power save. What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That's probably why she was attracted to me. Are you gay? Was Mia gay? Is that what you're trying to say? Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. No, she's not my type. Mia, yes. But no, she's too bossy. I'm not saying I don't mind being submissive at times, but she's too prickly. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say that you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I'll leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everyone liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Move. Yes, parking garage. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed to your partner? Partner? Gumshoe! No, you're not Gumshoe. What do we have here? What we've got here is a failure to communicate. So some men you just can't... I'm sorry. That's Cool Hand Luke. I only know it from Guns N' Roses' The Civil War. Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and it's up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Civil War? Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixin' to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti... You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? That I just got so confused by the sentence structure there. And suddenly, do androids dream of electronic sheep? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Well, no. Was that hombre a friend of yours? Yeah, kinda. So, yeah, he's a detective who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. I should hope he's not drinking peyote in the middle of the day like this. What's this, a wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. And it needs to be handled by chain of custody. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific, you bimbo? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed into pockets. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age, you're called to illegal activities. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now look at the court record. Uh-huh. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of the X button. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number? See, well, isn't scientific investigating useful? I guess, but I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Well, he might still be dead. I mean, just because there's a wallet, it might be the investigating officer who dropped it, not the victim. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I gotta be on my toes from now on. Examine the ladder. There's a trophy in that. Aha! A ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? A step ladder has a step at the top? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. That's not a thing? That isn't. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. That's what I've been saying. I've said it at least twice already. I hate her. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. Drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. Oh, I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Just please hide in there and hope you get staked. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes a difference either way. Door. Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. You mean there's a lock to get up to the prosecutor's office? As if they're security conscious because they're dealing with criminals? Oh God. I failed to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. You need to learn how to enjoy life less. Let's finish our investigations first, shall we? This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Or maybe it's both, kind of a dual purpose. Aha! Theory of relativity. Well, I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German? Or was he British? There shouldn't be a comma there. And Einstein was... I'm not sure, actually, now that I think about it. Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Why are there buttons there? Up and down buttons for a door? Is there an elevator behind here? Are we controlling an elevator from here? And why can't I investigate the computer? Oh, I can investigate that. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. Okay. Was he German Jewish? Or is he not actually Jewish? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just the security guard office. Huh. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad it wasn't for common fucking sense. I swear, I have not played this game in probably 10 years. When was it released? Hang on, I'm dropping things. 2001, 2005, 1999. Yeah. I think I bought it in 2000, either 2005 or 2008 or 9 when I was in the US, so 10 years. Ashkenazi? Huh. Oops, I meant to press L1. Oh, they have these fancy ones. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. It's a Walkman? Well, partner, it looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Ugh, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. No, she doesn't. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. What? Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. I don't have beers this early in the morning. Oh, did I say... I said prosecutor, even though he said prospector. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is, and when, for that matter? You know, I don't speak Western slang, like Wild West slang. Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. Cerveza's beer, I know that. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Fuck you. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Oh my god. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. I don't remember that part, but I'm sure he is. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. No, I like my goodness less than that kind of crunchy. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I don't know. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Ooh, this is, ask her about the lunchbox trophy. Don't you forgetting it. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. You look kind of vicious when you do that. Yes, I need to talk to her forever. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she means it. You know what? Screw it. Examine? Oh, I can't even scooch over there anymore. Fine. Talk. The case. Somehow I knew yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. You know what? I need a drink. Like a legit alcoholic beverage. Because at this case. And it is 6:35 in Sweden. I'm gonna take like a 45-second break and go grab a cider out of the fridge. Feel free to take a bathroom break if you want. I'll be right back. I did say 45 seconds, right? It's not 45 minutes. Because I meant 45 seconds. And it's not a cerveza. It's the final Summersby red rhubarb cider. Good, good. I'm just gonna mute again while I open it so it doesn't go all loud for you guys. BRB. Okay. You know, cider is fruit, beer is vegetables. I'll have you know. Oh my god, that's cold. Okay, you're gonna have to stand over here and I was gonna say chill, but chill is the opposite of what it needs to do. Okay, yesterday was the day of destiny, blah 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 blah. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Yes, yes. One beer, one cider, and you have both fruit and veggies. Destiny was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? Yes, yes I am. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. I know I missed the line there. I'm just... Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms about blackening the name of innocence. Should I be wearing horns for this? I used to have horns. I don't know where I put them. I think I might have given them to one of my cousin's kids for Halloween. They were quite cute. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. You mean other than your presence? Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Yes, yes. And then you get knocked up, but you knocked down. You get knocked down, but you get up again. You don't get knocked up just because you drink a few. Or is there some kind of scientific evidence for this in evil? Yes, you could get knocked up if you have 4 drinks. But then you need to stop drinking for 9 months. Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Yes, true. Ew. The most heinous of all evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. And I now feel like I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. Yes. To see Lana Skye wield that knife, so... her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to his sad end. It's truly a sight to see. Unlike your boobs. I'm sorry. Don't body shame people. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? I just don't understand the physics of her dress. The sound of his silvery tie... What? Oh, the sentence structure in this game sometimes. The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. and the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. So he was stabbed multiple times. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? Let me just scoot you a little closer. I sense some hostility. Hostility? Huh, perhaps. Prosecutors are like, and the bigger they get, well, it does. Kinda like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That would be a sure case for food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. There's a cat running right above my head again. Just in case you were wondering, the cat still lives above me. For some reason, the boxed lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. No, I don't want that. The kind you can only tell someone who's the kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilogy lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobyte's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? Yes. I think ProSale and I had an incident with the Trilobites. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. Well, you need to let people live their own lives as well. If she'd just hang around the security office all day, he would not be able to work. Phoenix. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Wait. How do I examine the lunch boxes? About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No. This isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Oh, come on. So maybe if I could actually zoom in and then said something, it would be nice. A name and an ID number are written here. Bruce Goodman, number blah blah blah. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? The letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True? Bruce Goodman, ID, yabadab. See? Wouldn't that be better? No. 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 I'm just gonna... No. I refuse the rest of that dialogue. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Okay, so I need to trigger more conversations about lunches to get the trophy, I guess. Move. Upstairs. Sure. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. Yes, I hope she does. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. Edgeworth, you never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Hi. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth? You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister's the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, no. It was just Mr. Wright here, he... Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That's his car, isn't it? That would be my car. Yes, of course it is. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir, Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you've really grown. She's 16. Don't be a perv. I'll admit it was a surprise for me too, to think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. Of course you are. You, Mr. Edgeworth? Chief Prosecutor Skye. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt like she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Hey, ProSale! Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Knife added. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't he take a joke? No, that was not a good joke. You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. I just want to look at something here. So he has 2 tea sets. Because that does not match that. Those are 2 different tea sets. Or is that sushi set? And that's... I don't know. I'll talk to him more in a bit. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Well, someone is gonna be a goosebuster on Friday. This girl. Goose Game was released today. So yes, we will finally be streaming Goose Game on Friday. Unless, like, the PlayStation Store implodes, or my PS4 implodes, or, you know, there's World War III due to all the things. I don't like to talk politics, so let's just leave it at all the things. Yeah, you can make all the jokes then. You can make all the jokes now too, but all the goose-related ones, save them for Friday. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. Oh, for Christ's sake. She's getting way too excited about this. Did you notice, by the way, that the trophy's broken? I've been wondering what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king. Yeah, you got a problem with that? Go grab some coffee. I could use some coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I could sure use some now. Okay, let's have a sip of alcohol, because we need some alcohol for this. Still very cold. Whew. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Trophy added to the court record. Okay, we're gonna investigate it straight away, along with the knife. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cutting himself peeling an apple. I don't think he peels apples with tools that are in his toolbox in the trunk of his car. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekend roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Or I could just go for like vodka Red Bull. I'm more likely to go for vodka Red Bull, to be honest. Oh, both Bethesda and Ubisoft are alive, with games that are a year old. Okay, I see nothing weird about this, except that I just aimed it at my own head. Sort of. Maybe it's not broken. Maybe it's just supposed to look like that. Oh, hi. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma? Yes. I guess he must have been a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an awesome prosecutor. No, this is not VR. Maybe if it was VR. I'd like to meet this Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. This is nothing. This is nothing. It's not actually broken. There's nothing else. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. No, it's not a clock. I'm pretty sure of that. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of this book. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Oh. I don't think so. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Oh my god. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Whoa! What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I have an apartment on the 7th. That's also pretty good. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. I had a friend who used to live on the ground floor. Then she had a break-in. She no longer lives on the first floor. Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with the heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe again? You must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Okay, so I can't investigate this ladder. Anything else here? Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. Yes, me too. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. Well, forearms when men just roll up their sleeves? Yes. Yes, that's a thing. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and low creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Oh, to be a teenager with a crush again. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? I have not. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. But what? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Maybe we should. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Maybe. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. Then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards. That's also a strange sentence structure. There's an annual review, comma, and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves in our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I placed little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place at around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. I need absinthe. I don't actually drink absinthe. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Yes, that was my reaction. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Yeah, I feel it. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir... I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that race next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. It looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right? Yes, sir. Ugh, you caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Okay, so I guess we are leaving. No, I wanted to present it. Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? I do want the tea, but not necessarily hot. No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. I wanted to present that too. Could you take a look at this? You, yes? Oh, same thing. Oh, not that. Not that either. I was expecting this to actually be useful, but I guess not. Move. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? That's the mascot. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? I'm not sure what undulate means, but I hate the word. I just decided. Oh wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Oh no, he noticed me. sure is running over here fast. Hey pal, what you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Oh. In Swedish, undulat is a parakeet, but undulate just sounds like sort of, I know, I can't even describe it. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? What? Well, at least it doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. It sounds like a preface to vomiting. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. But why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against... I'm sorry. I really am. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranking people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detective. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this isn't an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down paths. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma seemed to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Present. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn that into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. I meant to present it. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's got quite the jawline, I'm just realizing. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple of extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps it just goes to show you never know what happens when you run a yellow light. Well, how do you know he ran any lights? You don't, do you? So this ID card belonged to the victim, who's a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground or open? Because someone attacked him and he dropped his wallet. You are so... Ugh. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. And a case 2 years ago. Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Skye called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again, Edgeworth. Again. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there was always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Okay, examiner. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Blue Badger panel added to the court record. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. But is it actually LA Los Angeles or LA Louisiana? Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Letter of introduction added to the court record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. But why is it not marked as done? Okay. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Look, that patrolman is eluding the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. The detectives in there look pretty busy. I just imagine right now, behind those doors, police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I guess I'm having an off week. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda. Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? Because when I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras, or did they not have those at your zoo? The tape around the, right, up there, but bothers me. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if it's all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about their latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Sorry. The banner here is the Fighting Crime campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Okay. Talk? No. Move? Okay, I'm gonna take like a 2-minute break and go get some oxygen. I don't know why this game always tires me so much, but oxygen seems to help, and then I can at least get to the end of the day. I will be back in like 2 minutes. Hi. Thank you. Okay, I had some oxygen. I also stopped and had two chips and a salsa. Not an entire salsa, just a few mouthfuls. Not even a few, half a mouthful. So let's get to the save point, if nothing else. Let me scooch closer again. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. Two? What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Especially since he's contaminating it. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. What, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say a letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? Because you have a crush on Mr. Gumshoe. No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. He tossed his note. Rude. Talk. The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell me more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy over there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Autopsy report added. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Yes, there is. This case from 2 years ago. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. Yes, it is. We've just been running around in circles, really. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the chief prospector. When my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. So this is the suspected murder. The person we're defending. This is her little sister. Phoenix is immediately drawn to her because he misses Maya. And this woman reminds him of Mia. This is the lunch lady woman who gives me, who will give me a trophy. This is the cop. He has been shoved to the side. And the victim isn't even in there. But we do have this. No, that was the victim. I meant to zoom in, but I pressed the wrong button. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. This one was what I meant to do. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You called me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detective till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. That's the same case. Oh really? Now he tells me? But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Well, let me just point out. Gumshoe is 30. This dude is 33. Who you be calling old? We like Gumshoe. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Gumshoe Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, they found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole. If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Have you ever been to Texas? I don't think you've ever been to Texas. This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Yes. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Ah, a toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly do you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the points. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminals affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it, they've gotten cheaper with each passing year, I tell you. 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like. A trot. My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? Oh. That's when he has nothing to say. Okay, fine. Fine, you don't care about the autopsy report. Nothing new to say? I can slide again. And those buttons still don't matter. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. The killer? What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes. Right, let's check it out. Not me. This is me, though. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. Those are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like a redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. I know more about cell phones than you've forgotten. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Something is ringing. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Ah. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ring tunes. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Phoenix, you are such a dummy. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I'm incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone added to the court record. Examine. So I see 1 and I see 3, but where's 2? 6, 75, 12, 2. What's this? It looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. You're right, let's see. 6, 7S, 12, 2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this meant either. Note added to the court record. You know what? We're gonna look at that court record. Oh, I can't flip it? I wanted to turn it upside down. Because I think SL9 is a case file. And 221 was yesterday. The only thing I can do is the redial button. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. I found the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, "I have money to burn!" Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it out in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. Huh. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. No, I'm pretty sure Maya would have thought almost exactly the same thing. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to the B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Let me just make sure there's nothing down here. No. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. So cannibalism. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Yes. Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Okay. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Huh. Apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will? Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? It was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable and but rumors are just rumors, aren't they? There are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. Yes. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one. But they're off limits. Untenable, you might say. I hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambi. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load their guns with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hiding around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? Huh. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. I know it's been less than 2 hours, but as you can tell, I'm a little out of it today. So we're actually going to cut it short. Thank you for hanging out. And we will continue this next Wednesday. I'm not sure we'll finish it then, if it's as long as Ash says. But before next Wednesday, we have Friday, Goose Game, and Monday, Outer Worlds. I'd love to have you join me then. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the subscribe if you haven't. Click the thumbs up if you want to. And watch the next video in the series because it's probably already out there. But for now, have a good rest of your day and bye!